G'day and welcome to another episode. My name is Daethstro, the Aussie Geek, and today we will be doing the final episode for the knockoff Legos Road Workers. We are going to deform Counseltron. I refuse to use the word combine because we're really not combining them. As you can see, that is as far as I was able to pull apart all the pre-existing characters to get them into what we basically need. This is everything else. So this is every piece from every box I've got, along with most of that all pulled apart. So we have 4 pages. I wouldn't think this would be too long, but we'll see how much parts we have left. So I'm going to start with the legs. It does. The instructions do tell me in something of an order of how this is supposed to be done. So this is C25. So this should be done with, I think, 1 to 2 before it. But I want to do my legs first, just to at least get something we can stand up somewhere. So yes, this is the probably the last one. I don't know how the hell this thing's articulation is going to go. We might even compare it to something official. We'll see how that goes. All right, so the only thing I really messed with was this part, which came off of Bob. I'm just trying to remember what I called them now. He is not very holding together much. But basically I rebuilt it, but I had to swap things around. So he's pretty much what he's supposed to be. All right, so we have Bill, Bob, Ben. So Bill and Ben. So here's our mixer, and this is our truck. No, this is Barry. So Barry and Bob. Bob? I'm mixing up my... No, it might be Bill. Anyway, so this is our mixer. This is our truck. All right, so I have already done this piece where I've swapped the wheels around. These all needed to stay where they were. All right, so we want to, for Barry. Now, some of this stuff might still be also plugged in together. So we put that piece there, and we take one of our windows and fold it this way, which I'm assuming is going to be our heel support a little bit. That's how we want that one. It's telling us this front piece here. That's already done. We want, is it already done, or do we have to bring one down? I think we've got to bring it down a little bit. Yeah. Just trying to figure out how this lines up. All right, so yeah, so I've got it a little bit too high, so it should be down here. And then we put a 2 on there. Oh, yeah. Come here, Leo. Try that again. Where the hell did my heel go? There's my heel. Put that back on there. And we want a 2 with a nubbin. That's going to go on there. And that's already how I want it. All right, so we're going to finish off Barry's car mode. So just, like I said, making sure that nothing's where it shouldn't be. We want that. We want 2 2s. I've actually got a 2 here that I didn't unplug. 2 2s, and then we want a 2 into a ball. Into a ball? No, into a grabby ball thing. One of them. That goes on there. So I was going to leave the front of his vehicle mode together, but then I've looked at this and gone, no, I've basically got to pull things apart. Which I think actually that's his original bonnet. Where are you? I'm looking for his other pieces. There's one. So that goes on here somehow. like that. Yeah, I think it sits a little bit over, because I don't think it's going to go back very far, honestly. I've still got so many pieces that are stuck together. Where are you? See, now I would leave all this separate, but God knows what pieces from other sets I'm actually going to need. So that one goes on there. We want our graded black. Oh, by the way, I'm sure you've seen in my post, Soundwave is on his way 1st of August. So I will be keeping out of my instant opportunity to go and get that. So I'm already eager. I'm already making plans to make sure I can get him, providing he doesn't sell it before I do. So we'll see how that goes. So 1 and 2. And then that plugs into here. Hopefully not popping anything off this time. And then what are we doing next? So we do, looks like a 4 black, and we want our angled bits. I still don't know what I'm doing with this guy after I'm finished with him. Got that one. There you are. Is that the wrong one? No, that's the wrong one. It's not that one. It's not that. There it is. And then I lose it again. That's handy. So those two go there. And then that goes, it looks like here. We want a flat yellow for the bonnet. Get on there. Two there. We also want another 2 to open gripper. And then we want 2 more reds. I'm assuming it's the see-through reds. Like so. And we want, okay, I don't know why it's showing it like this, but 2 blacks, 2 of these. We want a flat black. If I can get it to stay on there. Flat black, 2 blacks. And it looks like just 2 normal ones. So 1 and 2. And we're doing that twice. So there's another flat black. So 1 there. 1 there. Then another couple of single blacks. 1 and 2. And then we put 1 set here. I think it is. Yeah, 1 set here. It's just the way I'm looking at the back ones. It looks like it's going to hang over. Where did I put the other one? No, there it is. Damn magic knockoff Legos. So those there, even though that's a bit wonky. Not seeing too flat, but close enough. Then we want, it looks like 2 flat blacks, 2 of those, and then 2 of the ones that I think I said I didn't need. That one there just goes here. And Nope. Is it? Nope. Is it? Nope. Nope. Where'd you go? I was going to say, I just spotted it. Nope. Nope. Oh, there you are. And we take 2 flat greys, put them on the back. So I don't know what the point of... Just knocked his heel off. I was going to say, I don't see what the point of putting the headlights on it, but I suppose it's just pieces to hold things in place. Just as long as I can build this and get it over and done with before it falls apart on me. Alright, so that's done. Alright, so that's finished now. Basically, we're doing part of... Actually, I did miss a step. Is that greys? It's those greys again. So it's these ones that, because of the color they match on the instructions, don't look like they're actually a step. So one there, and one there. I think that's it. So that's, no, we're almost finished. Not quite yet, but we're almost. So we want 2 clips, which is going to be really interesting considering I don't know if my fans can actually fit in there. So this way. So we want it so it goes up. So 1, and then 2. Then apparently we want 2 black pieces, which I'm guessing these 2, and I don't assume that they're part of any articulation or anything, but it is a little bit awkward to get them in place. So 1, I'll just make sure it's nice and clipped in, and 2. Thank you, Mr. Man with the truck. And there is our right leg all done, apparently, until it tells me otherwise. So then we can do some of this one. So we want 4, 2 reds, and another open clippy. And then I'm not sure how that works. We want, is that a flat? Yeah, is it? Yeah, it's another flat yellow. So flat yellow, I'm assuming that way. And then that clips onto here. So for the most part, that one's done for now. I do have to look at the shoulder as well, so it's not entirely finished. Then we want, where are we? I want one of you. All right, so we want 2 of you. So you, where's the other one? There's another one. So that goes up like that. And then we want 2 forward-facing clippies. So it's going to go this way. One, which way we want it? We want it sideways. So 1, and 2, and then that goes on to, I can't quite tell, to be honest. From the way it looks, it's on, that don't work. It's got to be the other way around. So it goes on like that. Then we put 2 blade black grates on top of those. There's 1. And then we need a second one. There it is. And then we get a bit fiddly with our front cabin. So we need this piece, and I'll take that out because I'm probably not going to need it. I am going to apparently need one of the other wheel ones that have the gaps, because there should be another one or two around. Where are you? I suppose I can just use normal yellow because I don't think it's going to make any difference. All right, so you go in there, and then looks like two individual yellows. So 1, 2, two angled blacks. So 1 and 2. Then we want a spiral yellow there. Two individual yellows. 1, 2. And we want 2 more individual yellows. Why use 2 individual yellows? Like, admittedly, we may not have a 2-2, but I don't know, that just seems a bit moronic. We've also got to put the front windows in yet, too. That one there. I am really, really curious what leftover parts we'll have. So 1 there, and 1 there. Then we put our wide yellow, and we put 2 clippies on again. At this rate, we're not going to have any clippies left. So this goes this way. Really? Is it this way? Yes, but I'm not entirely Really? That's your connection? I just realized how this thing connects. And it's pretty damn dumb, I won't lie. So I'm expecting this to pop off pretty damn easily. Where's the other one? I just spotted it. There it is. So that goes on there. Now they've added this. Hang on, I missed a step. So I'm supposed to have put. So I did miss a step, but I saw it in the wrong spot. So that goes on there. That goes on there. One of these blacks go on here, so it's still getting worse. Trying to line the damn thing up. Oh, hang on. Probably help if I actually had the right way around. So that goes there. Then we put a 2. Then we put those gravies on, which go this way. And once again, this is a stupid way to attach it, but we're using these clips with these pieces instead of this grey piece to attach the front, which I'm just looking at to make sure that we're actually the right height. Otherwise, this is still going to work even worse. See, now, why not use that? Why not put that on the front? Because this is going to flex and probably not feel too good. Yeah. Honestly, I would have put that yellow piece at the front instead, but I'm guessing there's no standing pieces. I don't know. But we're not quite finished with that yet. So we have our mixer. And this is going to be another one of those just dumb ways to connect things, I think. Also, that's throwing me off. That's not quite straight. All right, so we want a red. No, we want a red hand. I think this was the piece that kept popping off for me before. So red hand, gray hook, which I'm claw, just going that way. We want another one that attaches to the back by the looks of it. And then we want another black rod, which clips onto there. Now, I'll skip that because I've got this piece, which is basically what was off the mixer anyway. And then that goes, from what I'm guessing, is under, really? Under there? I'm guessing so. It looks a bit weird, but hey, that's what the instructions are telling me. And then that goes through there, and then this clips onto here. So try to get it on there without things popping off. So I don't know if that's going to be our knee joint or what. All right, so we're going to finish with the upper thigh, so at least we'll have part of our answer. All right, so we want to build, and it's going to be slightly different each time. We want one of that, one of that. That goes together, and one's angled like so. We get a curved black, which goes this way, and then we get the flat yellow with the 1 on top of that. And then I'm trying to figure out how I'm looking at this. We want a big 2 and another one, which goes like that. Then we take a grey nubbin, and that goes in the side here. And then that gets plugged into him. So we kind of have knees. Kind of. I'll do it from the back. It might be easier to get in without popping 3/4 of everything. Easier said than done. There we go. So we have a knee. So that's something, I guess. All right. Now we want to do something similar. We're going to grab one of these again. Plug them in together. And by the looks of this one, it's just going to go straight, and then we grab another grey angle that goes that way. Grab a black. Does that go on the front? Yeah. All right, so it does angle it. So grey on that. Turn that around. Get a 4 yellow. Okay, I'm looking at something wrong here. That goes on there. Oh, I see. So I put that on there. All right, how about we do this first? So that goes on there. That goes on there somehow. This goes on here. We put a flat black here. We put a flat 4x yellow. If I can figure out where that is. There it is. That goes on here. And then we get our dome yellow. That goes on there. And then that goes on top of our mixer. or going into it anyway. Like so. Lift that up, and we have another thigh done, and that. That is not very stable. Oh, can I get it without moving the camera? Nope. Give me a second. All right, got him back together. So there we are. Taking my part. All right. So that's our legs done. So pretty much for the most part, that one's finished. What do we want to do next? I guess we should do the torso, so we can at least put the legs attached to something, I guess. Alright, so we need this piece, which has already had the wheels done. And we're going to go with, and this is looking wonky as is, black. Yep, just sending things fly now. Round black. I can get tabbed in. And black. Oh, don't want that one. That one's the spinner. Never know if I'm going to need the spinner. Where the hell did the... I had two pieces for my... Nope, that's not it. I was going to say, I had another flat black, unless I've used it somewhere else. Unless I do have to use that spinner piece. I'd rather not, but I might have to. But there should be another one for this exact one. So is it sitting? Because I know that one's got one, but that's part of that set. Or is it the brown that I need? Black? No, there should be two blacks. There should be this one and another one that I have not used yet. So where's that gone? Like I said, unless it's the brown. Don't think so though. Is this the one that I actually need it with? No. No, that would have been... What was the black one? That black one was the... Give him a shake. Ah, that's right. The black one's the what's his name here? So it has to be the brown because I've got no other black pieces except for the spinner, which, like I said, I don't want to use it just in case it's actually part of the. Oh well, I'll just use the brown. But yeah, I just don't want to use the spinner in case it's part of a hinge somewhere that I am not entirely aware of yet. Actually, probably is the brown. Just having a look at this. Not really, no. So what was it, black? That was... I keep grabbing the spinner. I'm going to put the spinner to the side so I keep not thinking it's the same one. I haven't looked to see what the... Because if it was the street one, then he shouldn't have actually had front wheels. Should only have the back wheels. I don't know. I'm just going to go with the brown. I'm sidetracking myself at this point. All right. So we also want what looks like a 2 yellow on the back. Is it 2 yellow or is it 2? Looks like 2 yellow. Or is it 1 yellow? 2 into 1. I think it's 2 into 1. If I can get back off. So it should be this one, actually. So, which makes sense. I suppose this is going to be our head. But yeah, I think this brown all this time should have been a black. Anyway, so we're going to go 4. And we want 1 there. 1 there. 2 straight 4 yellows, which are going to go, looks like here and here. And then we want a flat 2, which goes across here. And that attaches to here, maybe? I think so. Like that. I'm assuming we're building something of a shoulder or something. I'm guessing. So that a 2. I'm just not sure which way around. 2. Then we want another 2 and a 1. So 2 and 1. Then we want a 2 with a nubbin. It's going to go this way. And then a black spinny that goes on there. And then we put a red dot on top of that. Right here. That should spin around. Whoop, not too far. Just enough to stay tabbed in. And then I grow confused. So, okay. So we have 2 blacks. One goes here. And another black. Do we have another black? It says 2. Why do I have a distinct feeling I'm going to have to pull this apart? Actually, I know where they are. No, it's not there. I was going to say, I was wondering if it was there. 2 black. I shouldn't have to pull. Oh, yeah, there's a 4 black there. Where's the other one? See if that should be a yellow or a black under there. Not that one. Not that one. No, it's a straight black. It's a 4 black. So that's all right. So do I have a piece somewhere else I haven't disconnected properly, or am I imagining things? But yeah, it's telling me two sets of blacks, so there's that one. I was going to say, I've already got that one, no one. Just having a look at my side table, and I haven't got any other Legos left over apart from when I was doing the Jurassic Triceratops skull. Should we just replace it for a yellow as well? Well, we can try. If it flops on me, I know why. I think I put that in the wrong spot too. Oops. Get back on there. So that goes there, and everything doesn't feel good. And that goes over that. Things are starting to pop off already. I knew that wasn't going to take long. Trying to put that pressure on that doesn't exist. All right, so there's that. And that's going to go onto there by the looks of it. Or here. That doesn't seem like it's far enough across. That there. Unless I've got this piece not far enough under it. Because it looks like it should. Or does it just sit on there? I think it just sits on there. That's barely holding on at best. Wow. Alright, time to build another one apparently. Alright, so we're going to go. Thank you, Motorcycle Man. Grab that. Grab another 2. Like so. Get a single yellow with another 2. I'm going the wrong way. That's handy. There. And then we want another nubbin. Where's my nubbin? There it is. Take my nubbin, and that goes on there. And then another black spiral goes under that. And then another red piece goes on top of that. And then we want... That looks like a 4. So it's this one. So there are 2 yellows. Okay, rightio. That's what you tell me. So that goes on there, trying to line things up. Or should they have lined a little bit higher? I don't know. We'll see if it works. Also, I think I just built it the wrong way again. Oh, God. No, it's the right way around. Just hopefully we have enough room to layer it. So that goes on there. So I've done something very wrong with that one. Either I've done something very wrong with that one or I've done something very right with this one. Oh, that's why it should be underneath. So that goes there. I don't think there's enough clearance to actually tab that in. So there's that. All right, so this is basically our shoulders. We're going to go yellow 4 across here. This is where I knock everything off. No, there is no way to actually tab those directly in the back. They just float. So hopefully there's something that we clip together to give them a little bit more cohesion. All right, so there's that. Then we want another round black. Goes on to what looks like. All right, so I've just found a use for that brown. But the question is, do I care? Because honestly, it does look like it's going to get hidden. because I'm wondering if this is the piece that's supposed to go here. I'm just trying to remember if there was actually a black wheel piece, because there shouldn't be. Is it that one? Here's that one. That goes there. I'm just having a quick look at how we build the other one, other vehicle mode. That was there, that was there. There's not really much in the way of any black wheels or anything, so I'm wondering if that yellow is supposed to go there instead. Should we put the yellow in? No, I don't know which way I'm looking. Where the hell the instructions go? I think we just leave it. And actually, we'll do this just because it says we need a piece similar to this. We'll just assume it's the yellow, because God knows how this brown's going to work. So we want these two yellows in here. Whoop. I'm pressing down on things and I'm worried things are going to start popping. That goes in there. And the wheels are just spinning. We want our mini Superman pieces, which are going to go here and here. I'm just trying to figure out how this works. All right, so we should have two grays. One will go here. Yep. One. Is it on? Yeah, that's on. And then we want another one here. I keep popping the same piece off. All right, then we want another Superman. That's going to angle downwards. And then we want what looks like a two black. And I've just spotted my other Superman. So two black. And there's my other Superman. If there isn't another one here. That goes on there. Lots of in. So the brown goes in the middle here, which I'm a little concerned with because it seems like it should tab in, which it actually does. A bit. I have a feeling this piece is not going to hold very well. Not that any of it's really going to hold very well. We want a 4 yellow, which goes here. We have this gap. Oop. Hopefully that's going to be a bit more adhesed soon. We want our 2 flat yellows. Try not to pop anything off. We want 2 yellow this side and a yellow nubbin. And we want, looks like a 2 yellow, a tall one, if I can figure out where tall one is. Don't put too much force on things. Things are just going to pop off. Tall one. Some nubby yellows. And then a flat yellow again. Like that. All right, then apparently we're doing some chest work. Whoop. Felt that move. So see if I figure out how this works properly. So this, a single nub yellow, wherever that's gone. Nope, nope, nope. Do I have another single nub yellow? Oh, there it is. So that goes on that. Beg my pardon. That goes on there. Then we got a 2 yellow. And then another blue. And then a flat yellow. And that plugs into here by the looks of it. I'm not entirely sure. Hang on. Wait a minute. Why did I put a this is going to fall apart now. Take that off because I put the wrong piece on. Grab that. That goes on there. I've missed parts. I've kind of jumped ahead in a few spots. So that's right. We're missing another knobby yellow here. We're missing a spinner black here. Another knobby yellow. If I have another knobby yellow. There it is. Another knobby yellow goes. That one hip piece or waist piece. Another knobby yellow goes there. Just making sure I haven't missed anything else. So we have a spinny black that goes on here. A spinny black that goes on here. And another spinny black that may help me out a little bit, but I highly doubt it will go over here. So at least now that holds that in place. We want that flat one yellow that I said I didn't need. Where'd you go? There. All right, that goes on, whoops, here. And we also want a flat yellow. Hang on, no, not flat yellow, flat grey. It goes on there. We want some angled yellow, so that one goes here. That one goes here and pops something else off. Was it down? Yeah, it was down. Stay. That was probably the piece that also kept popping off me last time. That goes there. I've also got other pieces down here I haven't done yet, and pieces up here. Jesus Christ. My eyes are not grabbing onto certain details and just skipping things, and I put that in the wrong spot anyway. So that goes back there. That goes there. Get back to the steps I keep missing. So that's there. Whoop. Yeah, that one was going to pop off. Stay. And we also want 2. Is it 2 or just 1? No, it's on the inside. All right, so 2 more angled yellow. God, this is very convoluted for a torso. So that's there, which I think that's in the wrong spot. Oh, no, it's the right spot. It's just the angle I'm viewing it at. We need another one for here. but it doesn't tell me to put one here. So I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Oh yeah, it does. It shows it's just very fiddly the way it does it. So that goes in there. Alright, so that's when we built our chest piece, and that goes in there. Give us a bit of a look. We take another nub in yellow. That goes on there. We have our angled yellow piece here. That's going to go on here. And then we want angled black, which goes on here. So that's reasonably cohesive. All right, let's build a head, shall we? So we want black. Why? So it's telling me to do 2 yellow pieces underneath the black, which I'm going to do yellow first because otherwise it's just going to fall to pieces. Yellow there and yellow here. That black piece is going to go this way, like so. We want 2 more yellows. That's not the yellow I want, this one. So we want one, looks like here. Yeah, here. One there. Oh, gonna need the black in place first. Although I'm starting to run out of black, so I'm wondering if this is going to be another yellow. Oh, it's this piece. It's telling me. All right, so do I have to do it? Bring it down one? No, I leave it up. Okay, take your word for it. Huh. Okay, I'm confused. How does that work? 2 there, 2 there, 1 there. Well, like the head's confusing me a little bit. I'm not quite sure how that works. Or are we doing another one? Oh, it's 2. That's why. I think. So build those there. Put another of the flippy blacks. Ooh. Ooh. We has problem. I has no more flippy blacks. Hang on a minute. Worked it out. Don't panic. Worked it out for the most part. Now this is going to come off anyway. But I was hoping to at least keep it a little bit more cohesive. I don't know how this is supposed to fit together, but we'll leave that for now, right? So there's our flippy blacks. All right, so we have it this way, I think. I can't quite make out which order this is supposed to go in. So that goes into here, goes into there, right? But it's not showing me how the front of the head's supposed to be put together. So this goes into there, goes into there, goes into there. Yes? Right. But you're not... Oh, that's kind of dumb still, but I get it now. So that's going to come back. So we have this little bit to the top. Then we have that. Then we put a red eye if we can find one. I'll get it untabbed. Come on. Gotcha. That goes on there. We take 2 yellows. One goes here. One goes here. Damn, this I knew this video was going to be long, but damn, it's long. Or do I have to put that the other way around? Because I'm not quite sure if this is supposed to be the same height or not. It looks like it should be the same height, but I'm not sure. Can I do it the other way? No, I can't do it the other way. So it's got to be that way or no way. Because we can't put the top one the other way around either. Otherwise it won't tab in. Oh well, it looks like just one side is going to be higher than the other. Unless... yeah. One side... yeah, one side's just going to be higher than the other. Can't do much about it. Anyway, so those go there. Then we put a... yeah, actually that was the right part. That goes on there. We put another 2 yellow... you want a flat 2 or just a 2-2? You want a 2-2-2-2. Nope. There's another one. That goes there. And then we want an angled, which we still have plenty of those left. That goes on there. And then that's our head. And this pops down here. And then we want 2 more angled. We want one here, one here. Alright, now I just want to check, because it's telling me to build one of the arms now. I just want to see if we can actually attach the legs right now. Yes, so we can at least attach the legs. So just move these back for a minute. And we could take one leg. And have fun trying to do this without popping nothing off. So, whoops. I just felt that. I felt that. Oh, that's all right. It was just the knee. So there's that one. And try to get this one plugged in. There's the other one. So they're pretty decent on their feet. Matter of opinion, like. Actually, I think that either one... oh, don't do that. Don't do that. We're still building you. I think that was how that one was plugged in. I'm going to have to double check that now. Leg. Where's my legs? Other way around. So that's got to go... this way. Apparently. If I can get the plug back on. Jeez. There we go. Alright, so we have our torso. Alright, now we got to get these arms done. So hopefully it's good news. Out of all that, I have one set of instructions left. So, sweet. All we got to do is build our arms by the looks of it. I might have to have a look at one of the other instructions, though, to figure out how to put one of them on, because I swore it looked like they were all done. So I folded them up while I was getting a drink. No, not that one. Not that one. Ah, here it is, I think. Although it's more like showing me how things attach, not necessarily... actually, is that even showing me how things attach? Or is that completely bypassing how that works? So I'm just looking at these instructions, but I don't think it's actually told me how to actually build, how I'm supposed to build the other arm. C25, C25. Okay, so it's actually cut off the bottom of the instructions. So realistically, it's not really telling us anything with this one. It's just telling us how to attach. So yes, we are down to technically one page left. All right, so some of this has changed a little bit. So we do have a few little tidbits. So I'm just trying to figure out how this works from the angle it's showing me. So 2 long, 1 and yellowy flappy piece. There it is. Which I didn't think they would actually attach, but apparently so. That goes under here somehow. How the heck? Unless that's only supposed to attach to that and it doesn't actually attach from underneath. Alright, so I'm assuming we have to put the 4 there and then use that to attach the 2. So that gives us that. Hopefully my tracks are around the right way. I guess we'll soon find out. This is where we can skip a little bit, thankfully. Just trying to... What is that piece? I'm confused. What is that? This piece here? I've not seen anything like that. What is it? And where the hell does it go? Or if I got it attached to something else that I don't realize. What is it? I am legitimately stumped. I don't know what that is. I've not seen any spirally... It's supposed to be yellow too. So what is it? Wouldn't be that. Wouldn't be one of the red pieces. I don't know. Maybe that's one of the pieces missing out of the box. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think it would have any effect on anything. No, it doesn't really have any effect on anything. So we might just leave that for now. Unless we substitute with one of these red pieces, but I don't know what else we're going to use it for. So I think we'll just leave that for now. I'm not even sure how it attaches. Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Wait. I know what it is. I'm an idiot. It's the spokes. Duh. All right. So we have all that. Now, like I said, I had to rebuild this because it had to go all the way around. I'm just looking to see how this is supposed to sit. Because we didn't have this piece. Oh, that's it. Drop things. Things fall off and then I can't find things. So we got to put a 2 on here. Oh, I'm an idiot. So it's not long ways, it's that way. Although, I'm not sure that'll even attach. That won't even attach to the thing, will it? I'm not sure about that. Makes sense, but I don't know if I can actually get that to attach. I kind of can with enough force, so rightio. So we put that back where it was. And we grab a 2, which goes onto here. So we're basically locked, for the most part, our tracks in place. But they're into place. This comes over, and I'm just trying to figure out where things are lining up. So I'm assuming it's basically on there, if I can line it up properly. All right, yeah, there we go. So yeah, I didn't bother showing building all this. It's basically the same thing as what we built before, except it's just at different angles. And I'm looking at that thinking, I don't think that's all tapped in, which isn't great because a lot of things are not tapped in quite good in this. Just one piece here that's got me a little bit kerfuffled. I have this giant gap back here, so I don't know if that's a bad thing or not. Guess we'll find out. So actually, I think there might be, that goes there. Oh, that's right. Okay, we got this piece here. So we want straight this way. I'm assuming just straight on top. And we want a flat yellow, which is going to do the same thing, I'm guessing. That goes under here, like that. That's built. That's built. We're going to apparently build some guns. 1, 2. I'm just looking and thinking, I don't think there was enough pieces. All right, so figuring out which way this is supposed to attach. All right, so we want this piece goes into this piece, which then we take one of the guns, and that goes this way. And then we put, oh, this is going to be great because we're using these pieces again. So 1 and 2. This is supposed to have another red piece in it. So I'll use the solid red if I can find it. Hopefully it doesn't pop off. Then we put yellow and gray. And then plug those into yellow and gray. Then we grab these red pieces, find which way actually fits. And I'm just going to put them all the way down, like so. Bring it just a little bit, not much. And then that, I thought, so we did need that spiral black piece, so I'm glad I kept it wherever the hell I put it. There it is. So then this is going to clip onto here, like so. Whoops, and we're popping things off. Just let me get to cohesion first, then you can start popping things off. I'm just having a quick look at this, because I'm pretty sure it's the same. Black, yellow. And, oh, there's a piece that I substituted. So there's the alternative hooky bit there. I don't think that's going to make any difference, so I'm just going to leave that where it is. And then that plugs into here. Is there nothing that holds this in place? I'm just having a quick peek because I'm like, that's not good. Yeah, there's nothing that holds in place. So then we bend, sorry about that, we bend all that back. We can bring him back in. And with the greatest of ease, I don't know. I really don't feel comfortable trying to plug this in. We'll get his arm down before things get stuck. All right, so there's that. All right, now we're just going to finish off the other arm, which, like I said, the bottom of the instructions tends to cut off. So we want black, flippy black, other way around, ball joint yellow, and clippy yellow. Then we want 3 of these. 1, 2, 3. And then we want the red nubbins, which I hope I have enough because I really don't want to pull out off that last black piece. That was a bit of a pain in the butt. Like that. Then we're going to get confused, apparently. Nope. Then we're going to take our spinny. That's going to go on there somehow. And we're basically going to make a Gatling gun. So I might need that. Oh, 1, 2. How many do I need? Yeah, I need that other piece. Damn it. God dang it. So 1, 2, 3 there. A white piece. Hopefully it doesn't make things too difficult. All right, so I'm just going to slide in that. Oh, it's a clip anyway, so I really didn't have to put as much effort into it as I did. Oops. That goes back on there. And for the most part, while getting my hairy arm in the way, we put that back in place. You didn't see it, but just take my word for it. And now we have 3 black cylinders. So we take our spinny. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop. Hopefully all that lines up. Easier said than done. Get in there. I can't quite feel where the different ports are. Actually, how does that work? Unless I got to do it back to front. I was going to say, that's not going to actually sit into anywhere. So it's got to go the other way around. So like that, nice and squeeze. And we take 2 reds, plug them in somewhere. 1 and 2. And then this is where it doesn't really show me anything. So this is where the fun kicks in. So we plug that on there. And then we go 2, big 2, flat yellow, which is just the only flat yellow I've got left. So I reckon that should have been the black that we were using for the brown for a little bit there. So that goes there. I need another 2. Oh, there it is. Hang on. Oh, don't I need, oh, no, I don't. It's like, don't I need the 2 for me thing? No, I don't. I'm not using very good words. I apologize. So that goes there. So is it this way? So that there. This here, and this here. Then we plug that together. Grab another two. Okay, I feel like I skipped a bit here. So we want this to go on here, this to go on here, put a 2 on there, bring in what's left of our roller. All right, so I'm going to need, that's not going to work. So it's telling me to put a 2 with a flat yellow, but I haven't got any flat yellows left. I don't know how I'm going to fix that. So it's 2 yellows, a flat yellow. Now I'm starting to think that they didn't put enough stuff in the box. Just trying to think how I can get around this. So that's there, that's there, that's already in there. Those are there. Actually, do we need... Yeah, we need all those. So I've got a yellow that I'm missing, or don't have. Just give me half a second. I want to check something. Okay, so what I decided to do, because I went through my other leftover Legos, and the only piece I can think of pulling apart is Bee's wings, and I don't really want to do that and forget that I've actually got it with a different set. So what I did was I had this leftover roof piece. So I've taken this out so we can still use it. I put that in there because it's not going to really interfere with anything. So let's try to put that back if I can. Probably should have done it off camera. Just trying to remember how it plugs in. Oh, that's right. It's here. That plugs in there. So it's not going to hinder it in any way. All right, so that way now it gives us this piece is what we needed. So that can go on there. And we want 2 flat yellows. So 1 and 2. And plug those onto that. Hopefully things line up. Get back on there, plug in. There we go. All right, so that's all built like that. Then this goes, I'm sure, this is the thing is, it's literally barely showing how it's meant to be situated. So I'm not quite sure how, I was going to say that wouldn't work, how this plugs in. So I'm assuming it's sideways, I think. And this just keeps unplugging. Come on, I'm almost finished. Jesus Christ. At least it doesn't make me want to throw it against the wall like Studio Primus did. I was going to say that fell off. No, it didn't. Get on there. Like, it's one of the biggest problems with this set, and I admit it's a knockoff, so it's going to have one of these many issues is... Let me just make sure I've got this wide enough. So, yeah, I've got it too wide. So, we take this one off, so I don't need it. All right, let's try this again. So that goes in there. That goes in there. Rolls around a bit. I'm still trying to figure out how this tabs in, though. All right, so apparently, from what I can see, and this is probably going to fall bits on me, You take these two here, and that plugs into there somewhere. It's too heavy. Oh, for sake. Oh, it needs something on the back of it to keep it together. It legit does. So God help me when I go to do the articulation for this thing. It's going to end up all over the place. It literally needs something back here to hold it, and I've got nothing left. Right, you plug in there. This is the moment I should have just plugged it in without attaching it. Yeah, you do that, it'll give me a bit more. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm almost there. Jesus. Give me a second. All right, I've got him for now. Now, I want to do size comparisons first because I know the moment I start trying to articulate him, he's going to fall to bits. So, just for the hay of it, here he is with Lego Bumblebee. If I can get him in the same shot without him disintegrating. Now, obviously, Lego Bumblebee is designed by people who actually are from Lego and are Lego masters. And, of course, he is made of proper Lego. So, she's a bit shorter than B, but at least B holds together better. I should say, not longer, better. And put it on the ground without popping anything off him as well. Just for the laughs, here he is with MP10. So, there we go. All right, so let's get down to articulation. I put him back on the plate because at least if he disintegrates, he's not going too far. And honest to God, I don't anticipate keeping this guy combined like this. Maybe I'll put him back into vehicle mode, but he's just too unstable. And likely to smash into a million pieces if a slight breeze hits him. So, head can't do a full 360 due to the black pieces on his shoulders. Can't look up or down. I'm not sure which one I want to do it on, but I don't think either of them work too well. That one can do a full 360. It can go out that far. You have... trying to figure out where to put my fingers. You have bicep rotation. You have an elbow. If you rotate this way, you get an elbow up that far. You get an elbow up that far. You also have the spinnies for the minigun. Also, I'm assuming those are supposed to be fingers. You also get wrist rotation that gets you full 360. So I think it's actually meant to look better if it's angled that direction, like so. The other arm can do a full 360. Your scoop might hit it, but otherwise not. You have up. I'm just trying to figure out what's what now. We have upper bicep rotation, but I think that it would be hindered by the vehicle. You have what I assume is the actual elbow that you have to rotate this way, and then you have your guns facing this way. They don't do anything. You have no waist rotation. Your legs can go up that far, but it's not strong enough to hold. That one can go back that far, and once again, it's not strong enough to hold. I'm just looking at these ball joints to see if they're in tight enough, but that's as far as they're going. can go out that far, but once again can't hold. You have a slight bit of hip rotation. Because that was there, I don't count that as anything. Knee gets you that far up, which kind of does hold, although hitting it a little bit will knock it down. Just looking the way it is, you could probably use that also for a knee rotation. No ankle tilt on the left. No toe tilt either. Left side, same. That one can actually hold. Goes fairway back. Goes out, can't hold it. This one we can actually see where the rotation is, so we can get an upper thigh rotation. Knee bend gets you that far back and actually holds. Going by the way that looks, you can get a full 360 at the knee if you really, really want to. This one actually gives us toe down, toe not really up, and a bit of ankle rotation. And you can also go side to side. So there we go. So that's it. That is what did I call him? That's the road workers, and that is Counseltron, falling to bits all over the place. That is the end of the knockoff Lego. I don't know if I ever want to do this sort of thing again. I have to laugh at it. I have to. I really, really do have to laugh at it. Because it's a low budget Lego alternative for kids. What's it on the box? It says 6+. So just grabbing this box, so we have 6+. No 6-year-old is going to have the patience or the attitude to try to do this. Now, the vehicles are fine. They're great. The rolling features are perfect. The robot modes fall to bits pretty damn easy. I think Barry was the only one that really held together at the end. The combine mode, if you want to call it that, you can see what's left of him. One arm's fallen off, one shoulder's fallen off, a foot's fallen off, and surprisingly the other leg's still good. So I'm surprised he didn't fall over once I put him back down again. So yeah, take this. If you find this at your local reject shop or wherever else it gets sold, get it for a laugh, but don't consider it something serious. Like I said, I think I might just build these guys back into their vehicle mode, store away the excess Lego pieces, and then just leave them the way it is. God, what a series, I guess. So there we go. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give me a thumbs down. I promise it will not hurt my feelings. Subscribe, ring that bell, leave me a comment. Bye for that. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.